What up? GSG for JP in the house. I got a lot. Hey, I went to Nagoya Station and Carousel. Took a lot of videos and pictures, so I need to put them up later. And I'm trying to get up that Mr. Grimes video that we talked. The conversation we had was pretty funny. But anyway, this is to the fellas, out there who, have, different people in your lives and stuff. But this is going to be on a female, man to woman tip. But anyway, have you guys ever had a woman, that was real beautiful? I mean, all women are beautiful, okay, but you know what I'm saying? And, you just look at her face and it's just, wow, and she's got a nice shape, a nice body and everything, and you get along fine. There's no problems, no arguing, nothing, and, touching and caressing and kissing and all of that is fine. But you get to a certain point and you kind of find out that beyond, or let's say if you enter, how can I say that? Sexual, how can I say that? Mutual consent. So when you get to the point of mutual consent, and you go through the motions and the actions and all that, and then while you're doing it, you come to the point where, hey, this isn't happening. And it's not because it's, there's just no feelings, nothing, and it's both of you feel the same. And of course, you just go through the motions, whatever, think of whatever in your head, and then when you finish, and if you're like intelligent, whatever, like some people are, you'll talk about what happened and things like that, but when you finish, you talk like, hey, how'd you like it? And then the person will say, well, it wasn't nothing. And then you'll say the same thing, it wasn't nothing. And you'll look at this person, and this person is this woman is a dime, like all women are dime, but this person's a dime, and everybody's staring at this person and everything, but there's a limit to how far you can go as far as the entertainment or the intimacy of it or whatever, and there's a limit. And it's not that you don't want to do the mutual consent thing, you don't want to do it, because you do want to do it, and you can do it, and it doesn't matter. But when you do it, it's almost like sitting in an empty bathtub, you know what I'm saying? And and I've had that happen to me more than it should have, and sometimes, I'll just stop, or I'll wait until, the other person finished doing whatever they want to do, and then I'll stop. And, we'll discuss what happened and everything. And some people, some women I talk to, they're kind of like really, really surprised that I can just go on till they satisfy, and then when they finish doing what they gotta do, I'm all finished, And I think that is so strange, and I don't know if that's a benefit or not, or I would say a benefit or anything, but I don't know what to call it. My English is all messed up. It's really bad. But I think because of that, and because I know that I am a very sensitive person, and not so much that that if people touch me, I get all aroused or something like that, because actually I don't like people putting their hands on me. I don't care how fine the girl is or whatever. Kids, they, running in, the students and stuff, that's okay. But like adults, like especially when I was in the Philippines, my God, But what I mean is by touching, it's like people getting their free thrills and stuff. I don't like that at all, and especially if I don't, I'm just not even in that type of mood or whatever. And what what has happened, and it's just really weird. So it's like people ask me, how can you just walk up to strange women and talk to them? Well, number one is because men are supposed to talk to women. It's just a natural thing. That's like, you breathing in oxygen, or if your heart stops, you die, or you press on the gas pedal while the car is running, your engine is going to rev. You know what I'm saying? So that's just natural, But for me, when I talk, when I talk to women and stuff like that, actually, me, as far as I'm concerned, my situation is if I talk to a woman, I try to have that mutual consent and all that stuff. It has to happen within the first 5 to 10 minutes. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. And usually when I talk to women and stuff, I don't really talk to them in a way where I'm trying to get to that mutual consent point or anything like that. But, it's just a conversation, and if anything happens, it happens. But I'm more or less like, yo, what's going on and stuff, trying to meet their friends, and try to party or, get some knowledge from them or stuff, like that. Or even do a business, because nowadays women, they balling, and it's going to come a time where, these guys, they're going to have to, get on these women's bandwagons, the guys say they can't do anything, you know what I'm saying? Because, women know how to control women, But I don't know. It's just interesting for me, and so like when I'm here in Japan or whatever. And then another thing I have to be careful about that too, is because sometimes I'll just talk to any woman, whatever, see someone dressed real nice. Hey, how you doing? Wow, you look really beautiful, and your clothes are nice, and da 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 da. And they're like, oh, thank you. And if we get to talking and end up, I want to leave, but if they end up liking the conversation, then we'll get to talking and stuff. But what it ends up happening is I end up listening to everyone complain or talk about whatever they got to talk about and stuff like that. But it's just weird, when you get to a point to where there's nothing. And for any other guys that have that problem, not that problem, but have that situation, exactly what do you do? Is that when you just hit it, bam, 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 and just go, or you or the women, they let them do what they do, or just avoid, when you had a situation, do you just cut it off? Because I have lots of friends, and I have lots of friends in Japan that I know that nothing will happen, and I have some friends that things has happened, but we, 3 minutes into it, you're like, oh, this ain't happening, you know what I'm saying? And it's just really, really, really weird, and I know I shouldn't be the only guy. I hope I'm not the only one, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just, curious to know, what do you guys think about that, and I don't know, it's just really interesting, Well, the police just pulled somebody over right over there, if you guys can see that. Okay, I'm supposed to meet my friend. I forgot my wallet, so I gotta come pick it up. But anyway, I'm just thinking about that, and say, hey, what's going on with all of this stuff? Because I don't really care, but it's just a point where it's just one friend. We've been friends for years, before I was even married, and we dated and stuff, and sometimes we still meet, but we are, when it comes to any of that mutual consent stuff, we both understand that that's not happening. Kissing and touching, whatever, that's fine. But all that, once it goes beyond that, it's just nothing. And it's so weird. It's just nothing. So what do you guys think about that, or do, or whatever?